Kim, good to see you. We're doing a little myth busting today. Your 401k is not a retirement plan. Everyone's most favorite retirement account, the 401k, is a great way to save, but it is just a tool, not a strategy. What are some of the biggest risks of relying on just a tax deferred 401k for retirement?
So 401k can be a great tool to utilize, but we always like to say that you need a plan in place. And that is just simply one tool when creating your financial house, so to speak. So we look at it through the 5 worlds of financial planning, investment planning. So that's where that 401k would fall under. And that is just one tool that might be used within that investment plan. We have to take into account income planning, tax planning, healthcare planning, and legacy planning. So yes, 401k can be a great tool, but it's really an itty bitty piece to the overall plan.
Mhm. And there's a reason 401ks are, of course, known as tax time bombs. Beyond being tax deferred, those required minimum distributions can push you into a higher tax bracket in retirement.
Yes. So for many people out there, they were told when they were younger, put as much money into these 401ks as possible. You get the tax deferral when you're going into the account, and the money will grow, grow, and grow for you. And then you'll be in a lower tax bracket in retirement. That's not always the case. And to your point, for some folks, they don't need quite all the money that they've socked away in those 401ks, so that when they go to draw out that money in retirement, if that RMD, that required minimum distribution, is hefty, that can bump you into that next tax bracket, which is unexpected for some folks.
Right. And those Roth accounts don't have RMDs.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, Kim, though, I think a lot of people will probably watch this and wonder why they would want to pay their taxes now.
Yeah, so there are Roth 401k options out there. That's becoming more and more common. But for some folks, again, that old mantra of you'll be in a lower tax bracket when you retire, that might not be the case. If you look at the historical rates of taxes, we are in a lower tax rate environment today than we've been in a very long time. So yes, while saving on taxes is always, it's always appealing, it might not be the best play if you're planning long-term for the future.
Right. So it all comes back to turning your savings into an income stream. So what should we consider in addition to our 401k?
Yeah, so we always look at it like a backwards calculation. So again, what is the income that you're going to need in retirement? What does that put you in as far as tax bracket? And what are the different buckets that we can be pulling on to get you in that better position? So looking at the different types of tax money. So again, Roth IRA, 401k, which is tax deferred. So Roth IRA would be that tax-free bucket. And then taxable would be your traditional investment brokerage accounts. That's one thing to look at. And then also people need to be aware of that even when you're working, once you hit age 59 and a half, now your investment options generally open up for you, and you are no longer pigeonholed into only the 401k. In the 401k, you might have 10 to 20 investment options. You can actually do what's called an in-service rollover, where you can roll part of those funds into an IRA, and now you have the world of choices and tools to utilize, which could put you in that better position when it comes to a retirement income plan.
Mm-hmm. Right. And it sounds like the sooner you can start looking at being more tax diversified, the better. So, Kim, if somebody wants to have this conversation with you, how can they reach you?
Yeah, best place to go is our website, which is www.young-wm.com. You'll find all the different ways you can contact us, and we'd be happy to set up a conversation from there.
Great. Kim, thank you.
Thanks, Erin.